Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well, a little tired, but mostly
I
good.
feel you. You're still in school?
Well, I like both for this I take a break, but I don't really have like any live classes, so I kind of just am working on finals and everything, but yeah.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, first of all, for taking over our Instagram and Twitter. It's so exciting.
No problem. So
And
fun.
yeah, second of all, very excited to interview you a little bit. It's very cool for me. I'm a theater nerd and I love hearing about other theater nerds who are so successful.
Yeah.
So first of all, can you tell everyone a bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, hi, I'm Amanda. I'm 14 years old. I'm going to be turning 15 in July. I live in
Hey.
Jericho, New York. Yeah, excited. And I was also, when I was 11, I was on the Broadway National Tour of Annie as Annie and Pepper. And I traveled all across America, and it was like one of the best experiences that I'll ever have because like just performing as Annie and Pepper in these like amazing beautiful theaters like the Bass Hall and the Fox theaters everywhere was so amazing. And just to see like all the little girls like waiting to get like their autograph signed who were like wearing their wigs and everything, it was so cute and it was one of the best experiences ever. I also do like a bunch of singing stuff. So recently I've been getting into pop songs and I record them on my Instagram, which you guys can check out. And I also compete in like Broadway competitions. Like right now I'm in Broadway vocals next on stage competition and I'm currently in the top 15, which is really exciting. It was out of like 1,600 contestants, and to make it to the top 15 and hopefully top 10 would be amazing.
Yeah.
And
How did that happen?
well, my mom, I think my mom saw it like because we follow Broadway World, and it was in like a worldwide like competition, and so my mom was like, "Oh, well, we should do it." So um we recorded a video for it, and it was so many contestants. We didn't really know if we were gonna get in because like and we don't like know how many votes we were gonna get, so we just tried and tried, and then when we were watching their live to see who was going to move on, we got an email and we were like, we got it. And like we were jumping up and down. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So it's just been a crazy experience. And hopefully I can make it because there are some amazing prizes at the end. So I'm
That's
excited.
so exciting. So you're talking about Annie. What was that? What was it like to be on a national tour?
You
That's
know what?
crazy.
It was like a roller coaster of emotions because some weeks like we have like these things called A, B, and C shows. So like some would be with a full set and some would be with like a little bit less of set. So depends on the theater. So wherever theater we would go and perform the show, it was always an amazing experience. The audience was always like entertained and always excited, and it just put like a big smile on my face. But then sometimes we would do like one-nighters. We had like a 3 weeks of consistent one-nighters where we would get up early in the morning and then we would like go on a bus for like hours and then perform that day and then sleep and then get right on the bus to go to the next place the next morning, which is like crazy, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. So
That's insane.
yeah,
That's
I
so
know.
crazy. Did you have a favorite place that you went?
Well, actually, in Austin, Texas, it was beautiful theater, Bass Hall. It was my favorite place because one was like Texas. It was so cool. And we did so much there because we stayed there for an entire week. And I played Annie the entire week.
That's so
So it was
cool.
so much fun. Thank you. Yeah, it was great. So that was definitely one of my favorite places. And then also like my hometown. Like my entire family, all my friends were there. They were always just like screaming and shouting and cheering me on. So that was one of the best days. And we had like a party at the theater at the end, and everybody
Oh,
was there, and it was so fun.
that's so fun. So, okay, so you've been in Annie. Do you have any dream roles that you'd like to have?
Well, yeah, I do. If Legally Blonde were a musical again, if it were to open on Broadway, totally would love to be Elle Woods. I just
Who
was
knows?
I
Maybe it'll be revived.
I know, like honestly, like it's such a good show. Like I used to be obsessed with watching it on YouTube, and Laura Bella Bundy is amazing. And also, Lydia and Beetlejuice is amazing. I went to go see that show on Broadway, and it was everything was just so amazing. It was such like a thrilling experience. So those two would definitely be like my dream roles.
For sure. So, like along those lines, are there any actresses on Broadway that you look up to?
Yeah, well, I like to look up to like Leah Michelle. I know is one. I know she was more in the TV world and then came to Broadway, and she's just an amazing singer, and her journey was amazing. I also admire Sierra Boggess because, like, I used to like. I'm a big fan of watching like Broadway.com's like behind the
Oh
scenes
my
like
God, me
takeovers and
too.
everything. Like I'm such a Broadway nerd for that. So when I watched Alex Brightman's like School of Rock takeover and like just like when they did like their interviews and everything, it was so much fun and she looked so genuine and her voice is amazing. I went to go see her in School of Rock too, and she's definitely like one of the people that I look up to.
Ah, that's amazing. So obviously things are crazy right now. What have you been up to? Is there anything exciting happening or school is exciting too?
I mean, school I'm almost ending, so I just been having like a bunch of finals, but it's okay. I'm gonna get through it. Like next week is like our last week of school, but we're gonna be done. Other than singing and doing Broadway vocals next on stage competition, I've been like watching like Netflix, more like Broadway behind the scenes stuff. I've been singing a lot. I've been playing piano. Um, I've been working on some originals, which is exciting. I
That's
also,
so
what else?
cool. Where
Yeah.
do you go for those originals?
Well, you could check me out on iTunes. You could search any of my songs. You can also go to my Instagram. I have some other songs on Spotify that are streaming, so you guys can go check that out too.
Amazing. Do you have a favorite song to perform?
Like in terms of like my original or just like a regular song?
Both.
Hmm. Well, I love listening to like my song like Runaway and my new song Wildfire, which is like really cool and just like really nice vibes and everything. In terms of like singing like a song that I enjoy, like I just like every song that I sing, I always enjoy because I don't really have a favorite because like there's so many different songs and so many different meanings, especially like being in a musical and performing them. So whatever song I sing, I have a blast.
Oh, that's so lovely. Um, have you ever faced any challenges being so young in the theater industry?
I mean, of course, like in the audition world, there are so many girls my age and like auditioning for the same roles constantly. And so sometimes it's like hard because you think you're so good for a part, and then there's so many other girls that are auditioning for the same role as you. Um, but I mean, also like just being at my age, like especially when I was on Annie, to have an experience like that at such a young age is amazing, and it was so much fun. And I think being a kid in the Broadway community and in the Broadway world is so much fun because there are so many shows, and just to be in a musical with all these professionals and getting to entertain people all the time with my voice and like acting and dancing, it's so much fun. So of course there are like challenges, but at the same time it's just overall so much fun.
That totally makes sense. Do you have a favorite part of being an actress slash singer?
Yeah, well, I mean, I of course like love to like portray a different role. Like sometimes like I'm more of like the sweet, like fun, bubbly girl, but then also like I played Pepper and I played like sometimes in these other shows like these really mean parts. And I find myself to do better at those parts than to act the parts as like who I originally am as a person. Because it's so much fun like getting to like portray a different role and getting to tell a story and live in somebody else's shoes, because and it's just overall like so much fun. And I that's like one of the best parts about singing and acting a different role. It's because I get to show the audience like a different side of me and also like tell a story. So that's definitely like one of my favorite reasons of being in the Broadway community.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite memory from Annie or from anything else you've done?
Oh, there's so many like amazing memories. I'm trying to think. There like have been like a lot of like funny mishaps. Like there have been times where I just like one time I was like singing Annie, and all of a sudden, like I just like it was like very soft in the moment, and like I completely like tripped over my words, and and like nobody really realized it, but it was like at that moment I was just like, oh, what did I just do? And also like sometimes like the cast would make like we would dance backstage or like during like quick changes for Annie they would sing like we would sing together and we would just dance and have fun and play games, and there have been like so many amazing memories and so many like funny mishaps. Just like if I could tell you every single one, like I would, but like I also don't like remember every single one. But yeah.
Okay, so I guess my last question is, do you have any advice for other young performers who, want to be doing things like you're doing?
Totally. I mean, of course, I always like to think of it as like it's the right time, the right place, the right role, the right theater, everything. So I want to keep telling like kids my age who haven't booked Broadway yet or trying to pursue this as a career to just keep going, because there's going to be a time and a place where it's all going to come together. Like there have been times where I've like been like really upset that I just haven't like there was maybe like a role that I like really wanted and I didn't get in and I felt really bad, but I just had to keep telling myself, and I continue to tell myself all the time, to just keep going and to never give up, because like I always like to think of it like as God gives you the gift that you have, if it's like singing or being a really good dancer or actor or whatever you're really good at. So you just keep that gift and keep exploring and learning and keep on pursuing it, because there's going to be a time and place where like everything's going to work out. So that's my like big advice.
That's so inspiring.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
Well, I'm so excited that I was able to take Broadway Customs Instagram live today and to get to take over today. It's so much fun. You guys can check me out on my Instagram at It's Amanda Official for more of my stuff if you want. But yeah, I mean, quarantine is just a time of like to just like focus on yourself, and I've been doing a lot of that, and also just been exploring new things. But yeah.
And vote for Amanda. Vote for
Oh
Amanda.
yeah, yeah, vote for me, guys. Vote for me, please. Every
We need
vote
to get you
counts.
to #1.
Yeah. Oh my God. Just because like they're like at the end, like you could like have a chance to record your own original Broadway records, which is like the big like for me like the biggest thing ever.
That's huge.
So I really would love for you guys to vote me. You guys can check it out in my bio on my Instagram. So every vote counts. So
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, thank you so much.
thank you
We
for
look
having
forward
me.
we look forward to seeing everything else you post today, and you're the greatest.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank
Yay.
you.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye.